Bandits have abducted pupils and teachers from Universal Basic Education Primary School in Rama Village, Benin Gwari Local Government Area of Kaduna State. Hi, welcome to What's Happening. These are the top 10 stories now. At number 10, the Academic Staff Union of Universities has again threatened to go on strike if the federal government fails to remit the deductions it allegedly made to the account of the union. ASUU issued the fresh warning on Sunday, blaming the federal government as well as the Accountant General of the Federation for victimizing its members. It said the federal government has refused to pay the salaries of its members despite the no victimization clause of the suspended strike. The chairman of ASUU, University of Ibadan, Professor Ayo Akinwole, said if pushed to the limit, withdrawal of work in the nearest future may be inevitable. At number 9, the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control has warned Nigerians to be wary of fake COVID-19 vaccines in the country and refrain from procuring the vaccine online to avoid falling into the wrong hands of merchants of death. The agency warned Nigerians to be vigilant and expose anyone who might want to divert COVID-19 vaccines donated by international donors for profiteering. The warning was issued by the Director General of NAFDAC, Professor Mojishola Adeyeye, in a statement by his resident media consultant, Shayo Akintola. Despite reported cases of blood clots from the use of the AstraZeneca COVID-19 vaccine, about 5,000 health personnel in the Federal Capital Territory will receive the vaccines today and tomorrow, Tuesday. At number 8, India will propose a law banning cryptocurrency and will fine anyone trading in the country or even holding such digital assets. A senior government official disclosed this to Reuters. The bill, which is one of the world's strictest policies against cryptocurrencies, would criminalize possession, issuance, mining, trading, and transferring of crypto assets. At number 7, 2 soldiers and 39 ISWAP fighters were killed in a fierce battle on Sunday night in Damasak, Borno State. Military chopper reportedly evacuated wounded soldiers from Damasak to Maiduguri on Monday morning. Sources within the military revealed this, confirming the death of the 2 soldiers and 39 ISWAP terrorists. Damasak, the headquarters of the Mobile Local Government Area of Borno State in northeast Nigeria, is about 160 kilometers from Maiduguri, the state capital. At number 6, the Director General of the World Trade Organization, Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, met with President Muhammadu Buhari at the Presidential Villa Abuja on Monday. This is Okonjo-Iweala's first visit to the president since her confirmation on March 1, 2021. She arrived at the presidential villa at about 2:45 p.m. and was accompanied by the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Geoffrey Onyema, the Minister of Trade and Investment, Otumba Niyi Adebayo, as well as the Minister of State for Trade and Investment, Ambassador Mariam Katagum. At number 5, the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board said it has concluded all arrangements to begin the sale of 2021/2022 Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination and Direct Entry Registration forms. This was contained in a weekly bulletin of the Office of the Registrar of JAMB released on Monday. The board said the official dates for the commencement of the sale of both documents and the conduct of the examinations would be announced not later than March 24, 2021. It said the 2021 exercise was delayed due to the COVID-19 pandemic and also warned that any ongoing sale of forms and registration was fraudulent and not associated with JAMB. At number 4, at least 15 civilians were killed overnight in Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo. A monitoring group in the region disclosed this on Monday, saying the notorious Allied Democratic Forces militia was suspected. The head of an association of local NGOs, Kasali Kapepela, said the raid occurred around midnight on Sunday and 12 bodies were found, 4 of whom are women and some beheaded. At number 3, the gunmen who attacked the Naharati community in Abaji Area Council, Abuja, and kidnapped 4 residents have demanded 50 million naira as a ransom for their release. Roots TV had reported that armed men invaded houses in the area around 1 a.m. on Sunday and abducted 4 residents. But however, a combined team of the police and vigilante killed 2 of the kidnappers in an attempt to thwart the abduction. Speaking on Monday, a relative of one of the victims said contact has been established with the kidnappers and they are demanding 50 million naira. He said the negotiation was still ongoing. At number 2, the Nigerian army has said that troops of Operation Lafia Dole eliminated scores of Boko Haram and ISWAP terrorists on Saturday in Borno State. In a statement on Monday, the Director, Army Public Relations, Mohammed Yerima, said the encounters which took place around the fringes of the Tumbus of Lake Chad region also led to the destruction of terrorist gun trucks and recovery of a large cache of arms and ammunition. Finally, at number 1, bandits have abducted pupils and teachers from Universal Basic Education Primary School in Rama Village, Benin Gwari Local Government Area of Kaduna State. It was gathered that the gunmen attacked the school on about 12 motorcycles around 9 a.m. on Monday when the students were trooping into the school. As of the time of filing this report, the number of abducted pupils and teachers could not be ascertained. The incident was confirmed by the State Commissioner for Internal Security and Home Affairs, Samuel Aruwan. Always remember to wear your mask, wash your hands and stay safe. That's all for today. See you next time on What's Happening.